Hey everyone, I want to talk about something that everyone gets wrong about SEO still. And that's the idea that the most important metric in SEO is website traffic. Now, I want to be clear. Traffic is absolutely part of measuring SEO, an important part, but it's not the most important metric you want to focus on when you're building the SEO strategy. The answer seems pretty obvious, but that is how much money you're making. And this is where things get complicated. Because when you talk about how to generate revenue from your website, you bring in a host of factors that go into whether or not a potential customer ends up converting into an actual customer. Some of those things include, is it a good product? Is it the right fit for the person on the site? Does the site look nice? Does it perform well? Do you have a trustworthy brand? Is the site optimized to push customers towards that conversion? Now, when you list out all the teams that you need to be included in that process, designers, developers, marketers, sales, the product and service team, it's easy to see why SEOs may just say, look, we get you the traffic, we can't make the customer convert, that's on you. But the reality is that is not the case anymore because SEO is all of that stuff. SEO means search engine optimization. So how do you optimize your site for what search engines are looking for? Well, let's take a look at what they tell us. Google's mission is three parts: deliver the most relevant and reliable information, maximize access to information, and present information in the most useful way. To me, that means you have to have an awesome, up-to-date website. So doing all the things necessary to create an awesome website is SEO. Now, you may say, okay, well, if you get a lot of traffic, that means you did all that stuff. It's a great site, people are going to it, Google trusts it, everybody wins. Not so fast. The true measure of SEO success is if the right people are going to the site. This is a problem that companies run into all the time. Everybody wants to be a thought leader in their industry and pushing it forward, but that's a mistake when you do it alone. So, myself included, we all end up creating content about what we know, whatever your specialty is. But this becomes a problem when you lean too heavily into that idea and you forget to create content for your specific target audience. For example, if I create a bunch of guides about how to do SEO and they're awesome and they're comprehensive, who's going to be the ones looking at those the most? Other SEOs, which is fine because the more I position myself as a thought leader, the more people will seek our services down the road. But you also need to create content that is targeted to make people convert now. That could be something like, how to build an SEO strategy for your SaaS business. Now, if someone is reading that, or maybe I'll even make them download it, then I have a much better chance at having them become an actual client. So a good SEO needs to understand that when they're building a content strategy for their business or for their clients. So what's the big takeaway? Stop measuring how good your SEO is by how much traffic you're driving to your site. Make sure that traffic is converting.